Welcome back to the Prompt Index. I'm your host, guiding you through the latest AI research with a storytelling twist. Today we dive into WildCode, an empirical analysis of code generated by ChatGPT, a study that peer researchers are buzzing about for its real-world lens on AI-generated code. What problem are we tackling? As large language models become everyday coding assistants, how trustworthy is the code they produce? Previous work often used synthetic prompts, which may not reflect actual developer queries. This paper takes a different tack. It mines WildChat, a public dataset of over 1 million real ChatGPT conversations, and extracts all code in use. The result? An unprecedented large-scale look at how people actually interact with ChatGPT to generate, refine, and debug code, and how secure that code tends to be. Key methods in the study. The authors pull 82,843 code-containing conversations from WildChat and analyze across multiple model versions. They distinguish English conversations, WildCode EN, to study user intent, but also analyze code across languages. They label languages using an identification model and validate 6 major languages with syntax checkers: Python, JavaScript, Java, C++, PHP, C#. They examine code with OpenGrep against 648 security rules, focusing on hash functions, SQL injection, RNG, and deserialization vulnerabilities. They also look at hallucinated modules, fake package names in Python and JavaScript, and they study user intent with zero-shot classification, BART MNLI, to see why people ask for code and how they follow up. And they examine how often security concerns actually show up in conversations. What did they find? Several striking patterns emerge. First, the security quality of AI-generated code is often lacking. For example, across languages, a sizable share of code snippets trigger insecure patterns: 20.6% of hash function-related snippets, 3.9% for SQL-related patterns, 0.47% for weak RNG, and notable deserialization issues in Java. In C++, memory safety rule violations are widespread, about 14.85% of programs. RDOS vulnerabilities lurk in roughly a third of regexes. Hallucinated modules are surprisingly common in Python, about 14.4%, and far rarer in JavaScript. Language-wise, Python dominates ChatGPT's default code output, over a third when users don't specify a language, with follow-ups often steering toward other languages like C++, or Java. User intent analysis shows bug fixing and code generation as the dominant initial goals, with secure coding rarely sustained in follow-ups. The study also notes limitations of their approach in the data, such as potential undercounting or overcounting certain issues and the absence of non-text interactions. What does this mean for the field? It underscores the urgent need for security-aware LLMs, safer default behaviors, and better tooling to detect and mitigate insecure code in real-world, user-driven coding tasks. It also highlights a gap in user behavior. Even when vulnerabilities arise, security concerns aren't consistently raised or addressed. Thanks for listening. If you found this valuable, please like and subscribe to our channel. To advance your AI knowledge further, check out our free resources at the Prompt Index. You'll find the link in the description below. Until next time.